Hi, it's Janeta. Welcome to my channel, Zazaline. If you're looking for the perfect size bag, not too big, not too small, you are at the right place because today we are working on this cute bag. So it's a decent size. It's an everyday bag. You can throw in anything, and it has two pockets. So there is one big lined pocket right here, and then we have one on the inside. I am gonna be in this video, I will be making slight modifications to this bag. So you will see different colors, but the most important part is how I put the zipper in, because this one was a little challenging, so I tried to simplify it and make it a little easier for the sewing machine. So yeah, let me show you how it looks when you put it on. See, there we go. It's a cute bag. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the like button if you like it, comment below, and I would love to hear all your comments. And also I love to see the pictures of the bags that you make. If Linda is listening, watching this video, thank you, Linda, for all the pictures you send me of your bags. I love them, and I always like videos or pictures of bags that people make. So let's get started. So first of all, let's go over all the things we will need for the project. And of course, we need the pattern, which you can find on zazalinestudio.com. Then we need 3 zippers, 2 for the outside and 1 for the inside pocket. If you have your own tag, and then hardware, and we need 2 D-rings, 2 swivel hooks, and the strap adjuster or slider, and then the strap. And you can make your own strap, or you can purchase the already made strap. Okay, so first of all, we are gonna start on the front pocket, and for that we will need the B panel and D panel. Don't forget, it's gonna be cut on a fold, so it's gonna be twice as big. And then we need the zipper, and the zipper, I have double head zipper pull. And now let's put it together. Okay, so let's grab the zipper, and we are gonna turn it down so the zipper heads are facing down, the good side of the bottom, and my zipper is a little bit longer, and I will just wing it and place it in the middle. And then we are gonna take the good side of the lining, and we are gonna place it down so the good sides are facing each other and the zipper is sandwiched in between. And we will line up the edges and clip it in place. And we are gonna take it to the sewing machine, and we are trying to get as close to the zipper as possible. So if you have a zipper foot on your sewing machine, that is great. Okay, so when you are done, you will open it up. And because I'm using vinyl, I can't really press down from this side. I can press from the other side, or you can finger press if you want. And then we are gonna take it back to the sewing machine, and we are gonna do a top stitch. Okay, so once we are done top stitching, we are gonna introduce another panel, and that's A, and that's gonna be the top portion. So we are gonna flip this down so we can see the lining, and we are gonna place the lining on the top of the zipper. We can clip it in place, and then we are gonna we will flip it back. Let's adjust the zipper heads. And now we are gonna take our panel A, and the curved sides will be on the bottom. We are gonna flip it this way. So again, the good sides are facing each other. And you can mark the midline. I don't think I will. I'll just wing it. I can see the sides, so the sides have to match. So I will line up the sides and I will line up the top. And again, we will take it to the machine and we are gonna sew on top, and we will try to get as close to the zipper as possible, just like we did on the bottom part. Okay, so once we are done, we will open it up and we are gonna top stitch right here on the top. Okay, so now once we are done top stitching on both sides, the pocket is done. We are gonna take the longer zipper and we can separate them. So we will have two individual pieces. And what we are gonna do on each end, we are gonna, and let me just put this on the side so you can see better. We will bend it like this. You can bend it this way. So we just want a 90 degree. So you will take it, your thumb, and then you go under, over, just like this. And we will pin it in place. So we are gonna do one, and then the other one we will do the other way. So again, you take the thumb and you go over and you just pinch it. So basically what you are trying to do is have a 90 degree angle so the zipper goes away. Okay. And just make sure you do them the same on the same side. So one is not on one and one on the other. So they have to be like this. Okay, now we are gonna take it to the sewing machine and we are just gonna sew on both sides. Okay, so once we are done, we can seal the edges. To get rid of the little flyaways. Okay, so now we are gonna take one and make sure the good side is facing up. So you are looking at the good side. Now we will turn it down and we will start where this bend is. So the bend, we will kind of imagine we will split it in half, and that's where we are gonna place this zipper. This is where it's gonna start. So somewhere around here, we will clip it in place. And this can be extending a little bit. And now what I'm gonna do, I need the scissors, and we are gonna cut the zipper a little bit. We will do tiny little notches, and that's gonna help us to bend the zipper. And you just need a few just for this part, because right here this is straight. And then again we will stop where the curve is. You see the curve, so right in the middle of the curve. And once we get before the curve, we are gonna cut the zipper a little bit. We will do little tiny little notches, little snips. Oh, can use one more here. And this is where we want to stop. Okay, so it's the same on both sides. If you measure the zipper is, so this is where it stops. See, you should have it right here and right here, about the same spot. And then we are gonna take it to the sewing machine, and we are just gonna sew the edge, so the very edge of the zipper. So that would be about 1/8 of an inch or 3 millimeters alongside. We will attach the zipper to the front panel. Okay, so once this is done, we will put it on the side, and we are gonna grab panel C, which is one exterior and lining. And we are gonna do the same thing what we did on this panel. We will attach the zipper. Okay, so on this side, we started on the left side. Now on this side, we will have to start on the right side. So we are gonna, again, go where the middle is, the middle of the curve, and that's where we will start. I'll clip it in place, do little notches, and we will do exactly the same thing. It's just before we start clipping, we want to make sure that both sides will be the same. So then when we place it, because these zippers, they have to start at the same spot, and they are perfect. So this is where we have to start, because then when we zip it up, we want to make sure that they come to the same place. So yep, that looks pretty good. Yes. And so we can start clipping, and we will finish it up. And just before we get to the curve, we will do a few snips. And again, we are gonna stop in the middle of the curve. And let's see. So this is perfect. This is exactly where we want to be. And this is where we stopped here. So this is where we want to stop again. See, it has to be equal on both sides. Yes, that's good. Okay, so we will take it to the sewing machine, and again, we are gonna attach the zipper the same way as we did this one. Okay, so when we are done sewing, we want to measure one more time to make sure that the zippers are starting and ending at the same spot. on both sides, and that looks pretty good to me. So we are gonna put this panel on a side, and now I have my tag, and I'm gonna place my tag, and I have to decide where. So I don't know if it's gonna look better here. This is a little too busy, so I don't think my tag is gonna stand out as much. I think I'm gonna place it right here in the middle. So when we are done with these two panels, we can put them on a side. And now we are gonna work on the strap connector. So we need the two D-rings and the two pieces of either vinyl or fabric of your choice. And now what we are gonna do, we will, and I'm gonna again use my double-sided tape because this is vinyl and I can't put any heat on it. So I will just do the edges on both sides. And I'm using 1-inch D-rings, so we have to match this to the D-rings we picked. If you have a different size, then you will want to make it according to your D-ring size. Okay, so I have 1 inch, so I'm gonna go not all the way to the middle, but oh yeah, pretty close. I lied, it is the middle. And let's just make sure it fits. Okay, so now when it's prepared like this, we can take it to the machine and just sew on both sides, both edges. Okay, so once they are ready, we are gonna place them in this way, and they should fit in nicely. Good, clip them in place. Beautiful. Okay, now we are gonna take our front panel and we are gonna find a way where we are gonna place it. So I would suggest somewhere above the zipper, somewhere here would be good, and we can actually extend it because we will sew somewhere here, so we just need a little a 1/2 inch showing through. So I'm gonna grab my other clipper. This one is a little bit longer. And do the same on the other side. Okay, so once we have it clipped in, we are gonna go back to the machine and we are just gonna attach the straps to the main panel. Okay, so now we can cut a little bit off, just a little bit. And now we are gonna grab our first, or the back panel. We are gonna put them good sides together, and we will do the 3 sides. So we are gonna do this side, and on the bottom we are gonna leave the cutouts open. We are not gonna do anything about those yet, but we want to make sure that this is all lined up nicely, and we want to go all the way straight down, 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter. Okay, so now when we are done, we will do the corners. So stick your finger in, pull it out, and you want to keep this away, the pocket, and clip it in place. I'm gonna use my stronger clipper. The same on the other side. Okay, and we are just gonna go about 1/2 centimeter, or if you can, it depends how low the lining is, or the pocket is, but you can do 1 centimeter or 1/2 centimeter, 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so now we are gonna work on the lining inside and the pocket on the inside of the bag. So we are gonna grab panel E and F. So the F is only interfacing, and it's the one that it's a little see-through, and the reason is so we can place it on the pattern that we have, and we are gonna trace the image. And I made it the way so you don't have to measure anything. This is gonna be easier. So let's just trace the image, and you want to make sure the glue side is on the bottom. Okay, so once you trace the image, you can put the pattern on a side. And we are gonna grab the lining, and again, don't forget that it's a cut on fold, so it will be twice as big. And we are gonna look at the wrong side of the lining. Now we are gonna take our traced image, and we are gonna line up the top and the sides. We will take it to the ironing station, and we will fuse the interfacing to the fabric. So once we fuse the interfacing to the fabric, we are gonna grab our panel C, which is the lining, and we are gonna place, we are looking at the good side, this is the wrong side, good side of the lining, and we are gonna go towards the curved top, and we will place this fabric 1 inch from the top. Make sure on both sides it's the same distance, just to make sure. So this is 1 inch, 1 inch, and 1 inch from each side. Okay, so once we have it in place, we are gonna take our pins, and we will pin it in place. Okay, so we have the wrong side of the lining facing us. This is the good side, good side. So again, good sides facing each other. And now we are gonna take it to the machine and we are gonna trace this rectangle. Every time we are turning, make sure the needle is in that corner. So you sew, you put the needle in the corner, you turn it around, you go down, needle in the corner, and you continue. And you do one nice rectangle, follow the lines as closely as you can. So now when we are done, we are gonna remove the pins. And we are gonna fold it in half. And then we are gonna cut where the mark is, the midline. Open it up and then we will continue. And we are gonna follow this line. So once we get to this triangle, we want to make sure we go all the way to the corner. Don't cut the stitches, but try to get as close as you can. And then we will do the same on the other side. There we go. Now we are gonna take the lining and we will push it through the hole. And now let's take it to the ironing station and we want to press down. Okay, so once you iron it and make it nice and flat on both sides, you don't really want the lining to come through this little window. If it does a little bit, like mine does, tiny little bit, that's okay. Let's just say it's a decoration, it's supposed to be. And now I like to use double-sided tape. You don't have to if you don't have one. It just makes it a little easier. And then I am gonna place it right on top here. And the same on the bottom. Sometimes it's hard to peel. There we go. Okay, now we are gonna take the zipper and I will place the zipper on top. I'm not gonna press down, I just want to see how it looks like. And then I will do the final press when my zipper is nice and straight. Okay, I think I'm quite happy how it looks like. So I'm gonna pin it in a few spots for extra security. And then I will take it to the machine and I'm gonna do a nice rectangle. So once we are done, we are gonna flip it on the other side and we are just gonna put the edges together and we can clip them in place. And now what we are gonna do, we will just go around on the 3 sides. We don't have to do this one because that's folded. Okay, and our pocket is done. And we open it, it looks beautiful. Okay, so now we are gonna grab both linings and we are gonna place them good sides together, and we will start on the bottom. We will do a little bit here, but we are gonna leave this much open, and then we will line up the sides and we are gonna sew all the way up here where we have the straight line. When it starts curving, we don't want to sew there. We will just do a nice straight line and we will do 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter. Okay, so once we are done, we are gonna do the corners. So we will stick our finger in, make them flat, just like this, clip in place. We will do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, doesn't want to listen to me. There we go. I hope you didn't forget to leave this opening. And now we are gonna go back to the machine and we will do 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter on both sides. Okay, so once we are done, we will put this on a side. Okay, I don't have any other tape on me right now, so I'm just using my double-sided tape, and because I don't want to make holes in the vinyl. And let's just place it away because we don't want to sew over it. So now when we have the bag turned out the right way, we are looking at the good side, we will take the lining, and the lining is the wrong side up, so we are looking at the wrong side. Now the pocket is gonna be on the other side, so you are looking at the clear this way, so we are looking at the clear panel. The pocket is on the other side, and we are gonna put this inside of the lining. Okay, once it's in, we are gonna take our clippers, not clippers, clips. And we will clip everything in place. Now we are gonna turn the bag inside out, so through this opening. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. So before we put the zipper in, we are gonna top stitch all around. So again, we are gonna go in, around. So just make sure you pull everything out. Unfortunately, I can't press it down because I have vinyl, so I will just have to rely on my finger pressing. But what I can do is put the clips in once I press it. Especially the corners here, not corners, the round shape. It's not corner. But I think it's looking pretty good. Let's do some top stitching. Okay, so let's top stitch all around. Make sure these zipper ends are out of the way so you don't sew them in. They have to be hanging out like this. Okay, so once you top stitch on both sides, and I changed the thread because this one is lighter color and this one is darker, so I just wanted to match up these two. And we have to close the bottom of the lining, so you can pull it out and just close the gap here. And then we will make the strap and we are almost done. Okay, so once this is closed down, we will push it back in. Show the corners, make sure the lining is gonna be nicely tucked in. Okay, so now we will grab the zipper pull and we will place it at the end. And this might take a few tries because we want to line it up perfectly. I usually do it on the table. Let's try. Oh, there we go. And moment of truth, and it is beautiful, yay. Okay, so now we have a little too long piece here. We will cut it maybe somewhere here. Now I have my zipper end, but you can have a piece of fabric and just wrap up the zipper end to have a nice edge. But I will do this. So once you get in, you want to get to the end, and you have a tiny little screw here. And we will just screw it in place, and that way it's gonna secure it and it's not gonna go anywhere. Try as much as you can so it's all the way in. Okay, I think this is good. And you can either leave it out or you can tuck it in and leave it kind of inside. There we go. So we are gonna work on the strap, and that's it. That will be the last thing we have to do. Okay, and once your strap is done, you can just connect it there and there. Okay, and it's all done. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you didn't subscribe yet, please subscribe. I'm releasing new videos every week. And please comment below, hit the thumb up, it's gonna help. And I will see you on the next project. Bye.